At 27, I finally understand what business really takes. And I wish someone had told me this when I was 20, because I spent years chasing the wrong things: money, status, and validation. I thought that was success, but it wasn't. And in this video, I'm going to break down the hard truths I ignored in my early 20s, the ones that kept me stuck, and the lessons that finally made business make more sense. So let's dive in. Let me take you back, early 20s. I was running a sales and marketing company, working with big brands like HelloFresh, managing a team of 30 to 40 people. We were doing big numbers, had strong months, and big years. But that version of myself back then, young, wild, and distracted, I thought I was living the Wolf of Wall Street lifestyle, partying, chasing women, chasing money, and chasing validation. And I had success, but I didn't have sustainability. Success to me back then just meant money and lifestyle. That's all I cared about: how much I made, how I looked, and how people saw me. And my daily life was crazy. I'd wake up, hit the sauna, go into the office, hype up the team before we went out to do sales, take some interviews midday, maybe hit the gym, relax with some of the other business owners in the building, then debrief with the team in the evening. It looked structured, but really, I was just winging it. And my biggest mistake? Distraction. I was making good money, but I wasn't focused. I didn't plan, I didn't think long term, and I let my ego lead instead of strategy. If someone looked at me then, they'd see confidence, but underneath it was confusion and a lack of control. And that's not a business, that's a ticking time bomb. Let me tell you about the moments I felt like I was drowning. Usually, it was when I didn't plan my day, or when I let distractions get in the way. If I went out the night before, the next day I'd be foggy, less sharp, less effective. But the hardest part wasn't just the workload, it was the uncertainty. Coming from a Jamaican background, second generation, building something on your own, that's imposter syndrome. You start asking yourself, how have I built this? Can I even keep it? And yeah, I had plenty of breaking points. Times when I thought, am I really built for this? Because I had a whole team relying on me, people looking to me for direction, and I wasn't sure if I could handle the pressure. It definitely hurt my mindset, my confidence took hits. I used to live by fake it till you make it, and even though that got me through, it also stopped me from facing the real issue. Looking back now, what I was missing most was clarity and my environment. I was surrounded by the wrong people, people who didn't bring out the best in me, and the environment was a massive reason why I eventually burnt out. Because here's the thing, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're in the wrong environment, with the wrong people, chasing the wrong things, you'll lose. Now, let me tell you about the shift. The real shift came when I realized nothing is owed to you. If you want something, you've got to earn it. And if you want to keep it, you've got to keep doing what it takes. I had this moment where I looked around and thought, if I keep going the way I'm going, I'll never hit the goals that I want. And that was scary, but it was necessary. The click moment for me came from self-reflection. Every week I'd sit down and talk to myself, literally have conversations about what I did, what went wrong, what needed to change. I've even got a tattoo that says, know yourself. It's from Drake, but it means something deeper. It reminds me that when you truly know who you are, what you want, and what you value, that's when you start moving differently. And one of the biggest shifts, I stopped caring about other people's opinions. I used to be obsessed with how people saw me, how I dressed, how I spoke, what they thought. Now, I care about how I see myself. And there were key people who helped shape that shift. My friend George, he built a massive e-commerce business in a year. He showed me what was possible. My first mentor, Matt, he ran a £1 million sales business, taught me aggression and drive. And now my business partner, Alex, he constantly challenges my mindset and pushes me to think bigger. Environment matters, bro. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate you or drain you. Choose wisely. When I say I finally understand what business really takes, I mean the game is war. You're competing against thousands of people who want the same thing you do. If you're not ready to go all in, someone else will. Most businesses fail in their first year. The stat alone tells you how hard the game is. If you're not prepared to give everything, you don't deserve to win. Now, my non-negotiables are simple. Focus only on needle-moving tasks, things that actually drive revenue and growth. Eliminate all distractions. Protect my focus and my environment. My day-to-day now is structured but free. I wake up, get sunlight, breathe, then I get into 2 hours of deep work before touching my phone. I'll grab a coffee, check in with the team, and jump on client calls or sales calls. Some days I travel, Manchester, London, content days with my creative director everywhere, but every day has purpose. And what surprised me the most, more isn't always better. Growth isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things with the right people. Sometimes less is better, and this understanding has changed my relationship with work, clients, and myself. I'm calmer, more focused, and also more fulfilled. My clients feel that energy too. They're excited, motivated, and achieving real results because I lead from clarity, not chaos. Let me tell you about the biggest system I built. Removing distractions, that was the foundation. Once I did that, I had the space to think clearly and execute with precision. From there, I built real structure, systems that gave everyone in the team clarity. Everyone knows their role, their targets, and what success looks like. These systems help my business run even when I'm not working because everyone has a roadmap. The structure allows me to focus on high leverage work instead of micromanaging. It taught me that people want a plan. If you give someone an unclear goal, they'll do it their way and you'll spend more time fixing it. So if you get it right the first time, then optimize later, the results, massive. My current business has generated over $500,000 in its first year, and I've built a team of absolute killers, people who are hungry, accountable, and mission driven. That gives me the confidence and energy to scale even further. If I had to give someone one first step, it would be this. Sit down and ask yourself what you really want. Then ask yourself, am I willing to do whatever it takes to get it? If the answer is yes, then every single day, plan and execute on the things that move you closer to that goal. Let me give you the hard truth I wish every young entrepreneur understood. You're going to fail, and that's the point. Speed to the problem is what I tell my team. The faster you fail, the faster you learn, the faster you grow. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's the prerequisite. The difference between doing business and building one, doing business is for people chasing money. Building one is for people chasing legacy. If I could tell my 20-year-old self anything, it would be this. Keep making mistakes. They're building you into who you need to become. Keep your head up. Don't quit. Most people fall off. Don't be one of them. The mindset shift that separates those who burn out from those who build is understanding that ROI doesn't happen overnight. You have to document, build, and play the long game. Sometimes you won't see results for months, even a year, but that's okay because the ones who win are the ones who stay on the ride. If there's one thing I want you to walk away with from this video, it's this. The journey isn't a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, but the only ones who win are the ones who stay on the ride. This is what I've learned in 27 years and over a decade in business. Embrace the chaos, own your lessons, keep pushing forward. And if you want to see the mindset and structure that actually keeps you consistent, watch this video next. It's called You Don't Need Motivation, You Need This. Because motivation fades, but structure doesn't. Click that video, watch it, and if you want help building your business the right way, links in the description. And I'll see you in the next one.